Well, it seems strange to call it volunteering because it's something I've done naturally for such a long time. I've played the sport and got so much enjoyment from hockey that I've just enjoyed putting back in what I've taken out, if you like. I've been involved with hockey a long time. I didn't play it at school very much because my main sport was netball. And then when I went to university, I just didn't do any sport at all. But starting to teach down here, I got involved in the setting up of the ladies hockey team at Welton and been involved with them ever since. And then when the ladies at Welton combined with YPI and the men that had moved to Hull already, we formed the Kingston upon Hull Hockey Club, and it's that I'm involved with a lot at the moment. But during the stages I've been doing other things as well. To start off with, I was secretary of the Welton Hockey Club, then I became the chairman, then I became involved in looking at how we could form our own association in the Humber area, and I became the first chair of the Humber Hockey Association, and then from that I moved on to working within the North, and I became the chair of the Northern Women's Hockey Association. And then after that, when we merged with the men in the mixed, I became the first president of the North Hockey Association. Enjoyed working in the whole of the north of England and meeting people. And then I also got involved in running the North Ladies Hockey League. And then gradually I've become involved with working with the juniors, and I've moved back into the area more or less, working in the Humber Hockey Development Group, working with the juniors. It's something that I really love, and I'm getting so much back from working with the juniors that I wished I'd done it earlier. I haven't actually been involved with coaching because when we started at Welton I played, and then we were very short of an umpire, so I got into umpiring, and I've been involved with umpiring a lot. But my main forte, I think, is administration, and because of that, I am now the chair of the Hockey Development Group, as I said, within the Humber area. And within that group, we look at all junior aspects: coaching, player development, competition, etc. And we run a lot of events. We organise the junior development centres, which is the pathway upward. We move on to the junior academy centres, of which we run for hockey players. We run one in the Humber area. And we've been very successful with the senior girls this year, as our senior girls managed to win the North Championship and get to play in the final competition down in the Midlands. We also run coaching courses, and we're setting up a leadership course. There's a coaching course coming up very soon, and we set up lots of competitions, mini hockey for schools and for clubs. And we run all of these, and I enjoy running them all. Right, as I said, I enjoy the feedback from the youngsters. It's wonderful working with youngsters. I like seeing things run properly, because when I was involved in doing things, if things weren't run properly, people got annoyed, and you don't want people getting annoyed, you want people to enjoy themselves. And so I really enjoy setting up events and making sure they're run properly. But the pleasure you see from the pleasure they get from the competitions and the success, or just taking part, that's the important thing. And seeing player development, and you see players coming from nothing to your club and working with them. And one player, especially from our club, she came from a state school which don't get much hockey at all, and she came to the club, she's worked with the club, and at 16 she was playing in our first team, and she has now been selected to go to the Regional Performance Centre, which is often filled by girls from private independent schools, because they get a lot more hockey there, so they've got a lot of understanding. But seeing girls coming through, it's wonderful. Volunteering. It sounds strange, volunteering, but I just enjoy it. I enjoy it so much, and I get so much back from it. One reason to really get involved with any volunteering is the friendships you make. The friendships you make with people that you work with, and you see a different side of life as well, and something that you may find is something you might want to get involved in further, which is slightly off from what you suggested you were going to do in the first place. I mean, there's so many opportunities open. If you start volunteering one aspect, you can move to others, and with the experience you get, you can use that in other areas, not just sport, anything else. In fact, I volunteer for various other things as well, apart from in sport.